What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live video. Today on the left side here we have Labrynth, a deck that plays around both Mulcharmies very well. And then on the right side here we have us playing Memento. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Memento has won the die roll here, so they are going to be choosing to go first. We are on the road to 10K, trying to hit that before the end of the year and we need your guys' support. So if you guys enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button as well as subscribe to the channel for more content like this. We are going to be seeing the angle which can activate the effect searching for a Yugiohtcg, and then Yugiohtcg will be activating the effect to summon itself out. We can then activate the effect to destroy itself to then send to the graveyard the same level, and we are thinking on this, so maybe having another card in the hand to kind of dodge that. We are going to be we're sending the Sleepy as well as the Gatic here. Gatic will be summoning itself out and then adding back the Sleepy. So we potentially already have, I was going to say the Goblin or Mace in the hand, or even both. So we're going to be seeing the Bone Party going to activate, destroying the Goblin, to summon out the Mace, and then Mace will then activate the effect, letting us search. And we're going to search for a copy of the Bone Party. So maybe we already have Fusion as well here. We're going to then activate the effect of the Witch, destroying the Gatic to summon out the Goblin, and then Goblin can then activate the effect. So this is a little bit of a weird line. I'm not exactly too sure, but we're going to be activating the effect of Sleepy first, because we don't need to send the Goblin to the graveyard. So we're going to go up into a Twin Dragon. Twin Dragon is going to be destroying the Gatic. Let us search for the Horn Dragon alongside the Sleepy, and then we're going to be sending the Fusion to the graveyard with the copy of the Gatic. We're then going to activate the effect of the Fusion, destroying the Fusion to then search for a Fusion, and then Fusion effect of the Twin Dragon and activate, summoning out the Goblin. And then we can summon out the Twin Dragon to go up into a Cross Sheep. So choosing not to go right now for the whatever it's called line, the Fiendsmith line here. We're going to be seeing the Fusion can activate, sending the Combined Creation in the hand to the graveyard, and then we are going to go up into the Fusion, the big guy here. We're going to go Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, and we're going to bring out the Sleepy, because we are playing against a Labrynth deck, meaning that we do want to go for the Herald as a negate. We're going to be sending to the graveyard another copy of itself, a Dark Blade, just so we can start bringing it back to pop those back row, alongside a potential Trap, I believe. Now the Trap's not really good here, so we're not going to choose to send it. We're going to send in Anguish instead. We're then going to be able to banish the Fusion to search for the field spell here, and then we're going to be able to put back all 5 to summon out. And we summon out the big guy, yeah, I was going to say. And then we're going to activate, we're going to link away up into the Herald, and then we're going to be setting the Bone Party an additional card, and then we're going to go end phase to set the Fusion spell. So that's going to be it from us now. It's not going to be a crazy end board. We are playing against Labrynth, so we kind of want to play a slower game here. We're going to go Bone Party, and Bone Party will be able to destroy in our hand the Sleepy. Sleepy will then be able to summon out the Witch, and then we're going to be seeing Sleepy going to be sending the Gatic. Gatic then summon itself back out, and we're going to add the Mace. So now we have multiple pops, which are going to be kind of the point of the game. You know, when you know what decks you're playing against, you kind of want to end on certain end boards. So, like, yes, the Fiendsmith cards are going to be very good against this deck or against any other deck, but having a multiple pop, like potentially popping 4 cards and having a negate, is going to be pretty crazy. As well as we have the Trap already in our hand, so our hand's already not that was already not the greatest. We had Trap as well as the Combined Creation, so not looking that good. So we are able to pop 3 here, and we don't have anything in the graveyard to kind of bring it back out. So we're going to go effect popping 3. Or we're going to go for all 4 here. So they just scoop it up, not wanting to show us any of their traps, leaving 1 on the field, and then we could always negate it when they activate it during our turn if they even wanted to. So that's kind of like an important part there. You know, if we would have had the Fiendsmith line, we wouldn't have been able to go for that pop 4. Now, like, people might be asking, well, why do you want to pop 4 cards? Well, if you pop 4 cards, yes, we do lose our big guy, we will be able to activate the effect of the field spell to bring out the fusion as well, which I should mention. And that's going to be allowing us to pop again during our opponent's turn. That was during the end phase. They weren't able to set anything else. And like it just wins us the game. Like we still have 5 bodies in the graveyard that we can put back to summon out. And we still have a top deck as well as a fusion. So fusion could have gone for Twin Dragon, then Twin Dragon could have destroyed and then searched again. And then we would be able to just have an additional normal summon and win the game right on spot during the next turn. And that's all with Mace in the hand for that spell negate or trap negate there. So we did that to win the game essentially, and that's why we didn't touch the Fiendsmith cards. So diving on to game 2, we are going to be seeing Labrynth going to be able to go first. Definitely a stronger strategy for Labrynth as a trap deck. Obviously, they want to go first, setting all those cards. And let's see if Memento can end up breaking their board here. I do know that before they have played a Lord of Heavenly Prison, which makes it very difficult for Memento to kind of break that board. We are going to be seeing the Lady, or I guess the Arias activate, summoning out or setting the trap, which we can then activate chaining Lady to summon herself out. We can then just have an additional trap this turn. We set another card there, and then that's going to allow us to dodge Imperm or Veilers and stuff like that, because we can't target it while we have a set card. Then we're going to activate Trap Tricks. Trap Tricks will then be able to be chained by the Lady, and we can't target it currently, so it can set a big welcome at, or I guess it can set a copy of I think that was regular welcome at any point of time. We do set the big welcome here off the Trap Tricks by banishing one of it, and it is important that you do keep count of how many big welcomes are gone. So we have 1 gone so far, and then we have Ash, the big welcome. They do bring back the Arias, which is going to be pretty fine, but we just set 2 more cards and pass. So we don't have to worry about anything other than any kind of creation. And we do have a Lightning Storm calling back row. They have a welcome Labyrinth. They also have a D barrier here being able to call fusion. So they go fusion, and then we chain a Ash on the welcome Labyrinth, and they just send them all to the graveyard. So we can't go into any fusions, but we do set 2 and then just bounce with big welcome to the hand. So now we have a 1 set, and they're going to go to a turn to battle phase. So now we have 2 big welcomes gone, and we are in a little bit of a grind game where Labrynth is going to be a little bit more in control than we are. And then we just take the damage here from both of those ladies. Arias as well as the lady there. It looks like they drew into a monster as well, not being the best for them. But then just pass turn on this. So we're going to set additional card, and then we set another card, and we just pass turn on that. And they draw into an Ice Dragon's Prison. So we're going to see them attack with the Arias. We do chain the statue, and they go Lady attacking the statue there. Statue can then activate the effects, and we can't target it because of Lady. I think it does target, if I'm not mistaken. It does not. Okay. So it's going to destroy it, and we do chain the Cosmic on it so that we can destroy it, which is important. So we did get rid of the Ice Dragon's Prison as well as one of their ladies, and then we just set another card and pass. They're going to normal summon with the Ariana. We do chain a Imperm on that, making sure they don't get another search for that big welcome or the welcome Labyrinth. And then we go battle phase, attack into the Veiler, and attack into the Arias. This Arias has put in a lot of damage against us. And so here we just emit defeat. We had a fusion and a trap card, and we're going on to game 3. Yeah, definitely not the card you're looking for. You know, when we do play, what is it? 3 Engraver, 3 Witch, 3 Darkblade, as well as 3 Tatsunushigu. You don't see any of those. That's kind of rough. As we play 2 Anguish right now, so it is a little bit less consistency. My bad, guys. But I don't want to be playing 3 because we have those 3 Engravers as well as the Tatsunushigu and the Darkblade. So it is kind of unfortunate that we have 11 starters and we can't see any of them. But it is what it is sometimes. You just end up not seeing those cards and seeing the other cards there. But diving on to game 3, we are going to be seeing Labrynth being forced to go second. And potentially just going to be blown into the water once again by those Memento blown up cards. You know, Darkblade being able to pop a back row on summon is also very underrated. People don't really notice that it has that effect because it has that secondary better effect that just comes up so much more often. So diving on into game 3, Memento is going to be going first. Hopefully we open up a playable monster, and let's see. We're going to be seeing a normal summon of an Anguish. That's going to be a very nice normal. And this is essentially going to be full combo uninterrupted. We see a search for a Sleepy, so maybe already having the yugiohtcg in the hand, which we do summon itself out, activating its effect, dumping the Goblin, the Mace, as well as another Sleepy, which is another reason why I like that secondary Sleepy. Having the ability to fusion summon at any point of time is going to be quite nice. So we're going to be seeing the effect here of the Witch destroying herself to summon out the Mace. Mace can activate as well to search, but we go for Sleepy prior using itself, or we use the Gatic and the Mace here, which can then activate the effect, or Twin Dragons can activate the effect as well as the Gatic summoning itself out. We're going to be destroying the Sleepy with the Twin Dragon, letting us search for Horn Dragon alongside the combined creation. We're then going to be seeing the Sleepy going to be added back by that Gatic, and then we're going to be dumping the Memento Fusion, which can then let us search. We do summon out the Twin Dragon here, going us into a Cross Sheep, and we're going to then banish the Memento Fusion, destroying the Twin Dragon to then search for another Memento Fusion, and then we're going to be activating the effects of the the Twin Dragon, summoning out back the Mace. Mace can then activate the effect destroying to search for the Bone Party. And I haven't seen Acuron at all right now. I don't know if I wasn't playing with it at the time, but it's kind of seeming that way. We're going to see Memento Fusion can activate, putting back the Fusion, as well as the Mace and the Gatic, going up into the big guy here. The big guy's going to send itself alongside the Dark Blade and we have to go Chainlink 1 Cross Sheep, Chainlink 2 the Fusion. So we don't unfortunately activate Cross Sheep there. Definitely a misplay. We send the Fusion in Anguish and then a copy of the Dark Blade, and then we go up into a Bone Party. We play the Field Spell first, which can destroy the big guy to let us summon out the Dark Blade here. We're then going to see the Cross Sheep and activate the effect, and we're going to summon out the Sleepy, which can then give us access to our negate, and we put back to summon out our combined creation. We could have also summoned off of the field spell to go up into the Feastsmith cards here, but we're going to set 2 cards, and then during the end phase, we're going to be seeing Bone or Fusion being set here. So maybe already having a Bone Party set in the back row as is. So we're going to be seeing a Bone Party going to be activated here. So we did have the Bone Party destroying the Dark Blade, allowing us to then search for the Mace, and then we're going to be seeing the Witch being summoned back off the field spell, and then we're going to be adding the copy of Gatic to the hand. We do get Lava Golem here, losing our our big guy as well as our Fusion, but it's going to be pretty fine here because we can activate. We have a Sleepy in the hand as well as the Gatic, so we can kind of play through this. We're going Memento Fusion here, putting back the Horn Dragon and the Witch, going into a Twin Dragon. Twin Dragon can then destroy itself. And we're going to chain. No, so we're just going to let the Twin Dragon destroy itself here. Searching for a Horn Dragon as well as a Dark Blade. Now we're going to be seeing the Twin Dragon activate the effect, summoning out the Dark Blade. Dark Blade can then activate the effect, sending the Gatic and try to pop a back row. Popping the D barrier here. Gatic will then be able to summon itself out, activating the effect, letting us add back. Adding back a copy of Please Be a Bone Party. Okay. So if we're adding back Bone Party, this is going to allow us to potentially pop the Horn Dragon that we do summon out during the next turn. And then we attempt to activate the trap card to just pop one other back row as well. So they're down to 2 back row now, which is going to be pretty nice. We do take 1,000 off the Lava Golem, but we will have a negate still live with that Herald here. So we do summon out, and that's going to get hit with a strike. They take 15, but it's going to make it so that we do not have the Horn Dragon anymore, and we can't unfortunately negate that with the Herald because it is a counter trap. So now we're down to 1. But wait, it was destroyed by a card effect. Therefore, the city is going to activate summoning out the Witch, which can then activate summoning out the Tachno Shigu. And then they just admit defeat, realizing they are going to be having lost the game. With one more strike is not going to be unfortunate. And they had triple strike here, which was a very bad hand for them. So kind of unfortunate that's what they ended up drawing into. But it is what it is when you play a trap deck like that. A lot of the times the traps are not going to be that good against Memento. We do have an advantage by when we do get destroyed. If you were playing against maybe like a Snake Eyes deck, striking an Ash can be very crucial. But unfortunately for Memento, it's going to trigger our stuff. Regardless, hope you're watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, see more content like this. To stay safe, peace.